We've spoke about salt and crystals. What does salt do? Salt is the great equalizer in the spiritual battles that we all go through. It returns to neutral state. It repels negative things. It takes the intention of the person and helps bring it to a point where this intention is amplified and modified. So let's say if you're experiencing high amounts of psychic activation, or if you have a child that's having intense dreams that are not negative, well, you can bring salt in your life to dampen that. Now, when you find people that are, you, for example, you yourself are, or you know you're under attack and you know that something is actively trying to steal your energy, well, this is when you have to say, I'm going to put up my defense. You know, the first part of defense is your 2 feet. The 2 feet that you have is one of the most easiest ways for these entities to get into you. The second way is through your hands on your computer. The third way is through your sex organs when you are intimate with other people that have beings that are attached to them. And then you have crown chakra entities, which are much more evolved, much more powerful, and we'll talk about later on. The first entities, the feet entities, these are like puddles of negative juice that have very little sentience, that just sit and wait for people to step on top of it, barefooted or shoed. And what they'll do is they'll go into the base of your feet and they'll exist with the basic bacteria that's on your feet, and they'll begin to procreate. There are direct channels in your foot which are called flush channels. If you activate them properly, you can flush out all of this negative energy. The negative juices that are in your outer etheric energy are going to ooze out of your body and is going to be replaced with a natural, clear, wonderful energy. We've talked about sage here earlier. Well, things are coming. An example, if you've got kids at school, then more than likely once or twice a week you have some type of negative energy that's coming in and out of your house, be it on your kids or on you or coming from the television or computer, because there's no method of control anymore for these spiritual entities. Now that everything's on a digital signal, there's no buffer. So that's a piece of knowledge everyone should understand. Your home. If you are going to, let's say, once a week actively protect your home, you can go and get a sage bundle. Now, it's all about the effort and energy you put into it. This same thing applies to people that have computer servers in their homes, are rapidly infected by negative creatures. And then there are other things. I'm on the computer 6 to 10 hours a day, so my computer is a gateway. Right now on my computer, my laptop, there are 11 rather large crystals that are acting as the barrier for anything to get through into my computer energetically. Why do I do that? I know what's on the other side. For those people that are on there, they're going, well, crystals? Well, each and every one of those crystals has an intention to reflect, repel, reject, and then understand what's coming from these energetic patterns. The computer itself is an electromagnetic system, and therefore the energy can be easily manipulated. All of these crystals in front of here are my energetic, electromagnetic, and spiritual shield. For those people out there, you need to be creative and use shamanic eyes, because things find their way. Dave at Wolf Spirit, he has a server room with a dozen other computers in there. You know, he's had numerous things come in and out and wreck his computers. He can set up specific traps, energetic traps for these entities that can come in. And it won't, per se, kill them. It will give them such a negative, foul taste in their mouth, they will never want to come back to it. Unfortunately, there are entities out there and will do things continuously, and you will have to stand up and act and have to polarize yourself enough to attack, repel, and or kill the entity. That's some of the basic facts that you have to come to if you're going to accept Psychic Defense 1, Psychic Defense 2, or any of the future levels in there. You are under attack, and your fight or flight is initiated. Are you a person that's afraid? Are you a person that's prepared? Are you a person that's ready to intuit? In Dale's situation that he described, there was a family member that was constantly dumping and dumping and dumping on him. I had a similar situation where a former ex-girlfriend was dumping, and I was extremely sensitive, and all these negative entities were coming in and out of until one day I just absolutely rejected all of them. And the next day she got a shingles infection. Yeah, a shingles infection. I thought long and hard about what I just did, but then I realized it was just the energy going back to her. And, I felt sorry for her, but, I eventually broke up with her because I couldn't allow myself to be around that anymore. Okay? But those that you have kids, you don't want them to go through that. You don't want them wake up in the middle of night with scratches on their body or terrible dreams of something abusing them in their dreams. You as a parent, mother or father or son or daughter, can help all of them, each and every one of them. It's as simple as creating a item with intent that has the basics in it: salt, sage, silver, and knowledge.